Can you tell me what respect means to you?
To me, respect is honoring either somebody or something, or looking up to them. And when you see them, there's a certain way you act. And when you're around them, they kind of they're the type of person that you want to be, based off of the actions that you observe through them.
All right, Mr. Furstenau, tell me somebody from your past or in your life that you have a great deal of respect for.
Other than you, Mr. Sulik, I would have to say a person I've always respected is my father. He's a very hard-working person who's, shown me tons of life lessons that I try to follow through as I've gotten older. And he's definitely the type of person that I want to be going forward.
I just wanted you to get your insight on what respect means to you.
I think the biggest part of respect for me is the honesty factor. It's tough to trust someone. It's hard to have respect for anyone unless you know that you're telling the truth and are willing to do that regardless of the consequences in terms of accepting a mistake. It's hard for me to respect somebody if they're not willing to admit they made a mistake and being honest about it.
Building off of that, Mr. Schmidt, who is a person that you have a great deal of respect for?
The one that stands out to me is my father. He'd tell me something, even if the truth hurt, he'd be really honest with me. He was someone that I could always count on and who would be there in my best interests. And I just respect how hard he worked and everything he has done for me. And then if I'm going to look like outside of family, I think President Lincoln was a pretty respectful guy. He took a lot of chances because of what he thought was best in the Emancipation Proclamation and standing up to some racism and slavery in our country.
Hey, Mr. Rumler, doing a couple of interviews with teachers, wanted to ask you or give your thoughts on what respect means to you.
Respect is something that I would give to someone, or that I see in someone or feel for someone when they have qualities that I kind of look to, admire. It's not necessarily being great at a certain skill. To me, respect is like I look to people that I respect and just kind of the way they live their life, the way they conduct themselves. It doesn't have to be I'm a great basketball player. It might be the work ethic that made you that great basketball player. That's what I kind of respect, and that's the way I see it. I think I still look to people and I listen to people more that I respect. The more I respect them, the more I listen to them.
All right, Mr. Rumler, identify somebody that from your past or currently still in your life that you have a great deal of respect for.
In thinking about this one, I'm going to go kind of off the map here, just maybe a little, because we always, sometimes we think of respect as an elder, somebody that we look up to. It might be a parent or a grandparent, or I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to go somebody younger. I'm going to say I have a lot of respect for, my 3 kids, and that might be a little biased, but I look at them as human beings and the way they interact with people and in situations such as on teams or the way they treat people, their work ethic. I have a lot of respect for the young adults that they are and who they become, in spite of some of the things I may have said to them as they grow up. But I really respect my kids and just the way they handle themselves, and I think they're set up for being great adults.
Thank you.